Coming up next, it's going to be the Golden State.
And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Warriors and for Los Angeles.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
The Lakers with the ball. Hachimura. And he's good on the three ball.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a three-point game. Green with the ball. Outside Butler. Passes it to Curry. From deep. Count that one. Curry's got himself on the board with three there. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
So on that record, it was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
Now, here's Curry. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way.
Look out. Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
And so here is Golden State after the basket by Los Angeles. Gets it to go.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Down low.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Another three for Golden State. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now the feed to Hayes. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Hayes has got his first bucket in this one. Budzinski, defended by Reeves. Feeds it to Curry. Tie game in Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a minute. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota. With plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they've built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Payton kicks to Curry. He feeds it to Davis. Second chance shot. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Lakers trail by 4. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, guys. Well, LeBron James' game is so well-rounded, you might forget that he led the league in scoring back in 2008. He said, I've done that before. I'm capable of doing it, but that's not my job here. My job is to do a lot of everything, rebounding, passing, and defending. Guys, his versatility and completeness as a basketball player is what makes him so incredible to watch.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by, gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
Number 4, and he guns it down. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Rejected by Groningen. 3-on-3. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he got waxed. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Action around. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors lead.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Your Lakers. 12. Good evening out there, and welcome to 2K.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to the Staples Center, and above it, downtown Los Angeles in the distance.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries, part of it was just a lack of production off the bench, then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
Pass to Green. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
14 feet away. The shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting 5. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Here's Hayes. And not sure what he was thinking there. Warriors leading by 5. Budzinski. Off target with the open look.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Action around. Guarded by Curry. Hayes the pass to LeBron. Action around. To the paint. And he lays it straight in. Hayes has got his second bucket.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry, step on the gas here.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Golden State. The Warriors lead it. Budzinski kicks it to Butler. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw, good Butler. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Tremendous job at the foul line as usual. You can always bank on him in these situations.
Pass to Reeves. He dishes it to LeBron. Los Angeles with another miss. Outside Butler. Good. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And LeBron James good for 3. That will count. Shot is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors ahead, up 3. Live from the state. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Curry outside. The putback and slam dunk by Butler.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the board.
That's good.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
The Warriors shooting 47%, pretty solid. The shot by Curry, and another basket for Golden State.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Deflects the pass. Curry with the steal. The shot no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. From the line. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors leading by 4. The drive by Green. And he banks it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Shot denied. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Outside Curry. Ladzinski. Another shot. It's rebounded by Hayes. Rod is on the line here.
Well, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. That's good.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there. And you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot. Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. No good from Reeves.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. But they'll get another chance. Curry with the defensive effort. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Different look here for the Warriors. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 8. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will steal. They went out and got this one.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr,